Man, thanks so much for coming out to this show. It's such a treat. I really appreciate it. Thank you. It's great to see you all here. Thank you. You've forgotten how to clap. You don't know what to do. You've been home alone too long. You're like just walking around going, what's that? Where was the last place you went overseas? Hobart? Where was the last place you went? South Africa? Oh, okay. US, all right, okay. Japan, these are great places. New Zealand, not bad. I went to Singapore, that's the last place I went. I mean, it's nice, but I didn't know the circumstances under which I made that decision. Like if someone said to me, you don't get to go overseas for 5 years, where would you like to go? I wouldn't have gone, Singapore, please! I only went there because I was sick of going to Bali. Every time I go to Bali, I shit myself, and I thought, I'm not doing that again. I'm actually going to learn a lesson this time. Because every time I go to Bali, I shit myself, and no one cares. Everyone's like, oh, it's a bit of Bali belly, what can you do? Whatever. It's just a bit of Bali belly. Like, if there is a disease named after your destination, don't go there. Like, you wouldn't go to Ebola Island, would you? Give that a go? You wouldn't go on a coronavirus cruise. When else would you spend $10,000 and just accept shitting yourself as part of the transaction? Can you name any other purchase where that would sound reasonable? Like you buy a motorbike, top of the range. You're like, it's a great motorbike, but every time I ride it, I shit myself. But it's just a bit of Yamaha belly, what can you do, you know? Have a bit of a Honda honk, bit of a Suzuki spew. So I go to Singapore with my family and we go to a resort. Okay, we're staying at a resort, and on the first day, we want to leave our children at kids club. And when you first leave your children at kids club, you're a bit, you're a bit worried, Like if you don't have children, it's how you would feel if you had to leave your phone unattended in a public area. It's hard in the mouth stuff, Imagine that, you got your phone, you put it on the shelf, you're like, oh no. Is it going to be okay? I hope no one fiddles with it. So we leave our children at kids club and my wife and I go to the beach and it's just her and I for the first time, just the two of us, like at the beach with no kids. And we're trying to enjoy ourselves and relax, but I couldn't because the whole time we were lying there was a guy on his own with a Bluetooth speaker. Like on his own, just a little speaker. like he's appointed himself the DJ of the fucking beach. Like apparently the sound of waves gently crashing against the shore is not good enough for him. And it was really annoying me. I'm like, he's just imposing his taste on everyone else. It's like when you see a teenager at the shops, with a speaker on their backpack and they're like, oh yeah, it's a really cool band. They're in the Hottest 100. They're called the Cardigan Arseholes. Yeah, you really love them. Like, I don't care, buddy. Like you're just imposing your taste on other people. It'd be like me walking down the street with a curry and just spooning it into other people's mouths. Oh, there you go. Look at the curry I found. It tastes good, doesn't it? Open your gob. There you go. Open your gob. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Yeah. Aren't I cool for finding that and putting that in your gob? And I was getting really worked up and I was saying to my wife, he's not even a fan of music because if he was, he'd have headphones on. You know what headphones are? 2 of those speakers up against his fucking ears. And the only way my wife could get me to calm down was to make me put on my noise-cancelling headphones and I had to listen to an app that was playing the sound of waves gently crashing against the shore. So I go back to kids club and no one told me that the activity that day was building weapons. They were building weapons out of wood. Like my boy, he's now 6, he built like a sword, like a long sword. He's like, look Dad, I'm a pirate. My daughter, she's 9, she'd built a fully functioning crossbow. She jacked it back, fired at my head. Arrow just missed me, and I shat myself, which was very disappointing. The only reason I was in Singapore was to avoid that one activity. I'd paid good money to avoid that. And my kids are like, Dad, these are the best toys we've ever had. We can't wait to take them back to Australia. And I thought, fuck it, you know what? I'm up for a challenge. I've seen border security. I know how it works. You bury the shit deep in your luggage, you lie on the form, and it works out every fucking time. So I get to customs, I put the bag down, and the woman working there, she looks at me and she's like, do I know you from somewhere? And I'm like, yeah, I'm on the ABC. I host a TV show called Hard Quiz. And she's like, I love that show. And I was like, thank you. She goes, do you have anything in your bag you'd like to declare? And I was like, yeah. I've got some wooden weapons from Asia. She goes, off you go. You're such a smart ass. I never know when to take you seriously. Off you go. Have a good day. And I'm getting cocky now. I'm going to bring in heroin next time. I'll strap myself up. I'll be ready to go. They'll be like, oh, Tom, have you put on a bit of weight? I'm like, no, I've got 10 kilos of heroin strapped to my waist. Off you go. Good on you. Good on you, smart ass. Good on you, drug trafficking scallywag!